We're all tethered to our devices, constantly battling the urge to check just one more thing. But what if the secret to digital freedom wasn't a new app or a detox challenge, but wisdom from 2,000 years ago? Learn how Stoicism offers a surprising yet profound path to true digital minimalism, allowing you to cultivate inner calm in our noisy world. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a problem that affects nearly all of us. Digital addiction. We feel that constant pull, that phantom buzz in our pocket, the endless scroll that eats away our time and attention. We're living in an age of unprecedented connection, yet many of us have never felt more disconnected, more anxious, or more overwhelmed. We've tried the apps, the screen time limits, the digital detox, and while they can help, they often feel like temporary fixes. But what if the real solution isn't about fighting technology, but about retraining our minds? What if the answer lies in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism? It might sound strange, but stick with me, because the teachings of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus are incredibly relevant to our 21st century struggles. Let's first talk about the siren song of the scroll. Our phones, our apps, our social media feeds, they are masterfully engineered to capture and hold our attention. Every ping, every notification, every colorful icon is a carefully designed trigger. It's a system built on what psychologists call intermittent variable rewards, the same mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You never know when you'll get that next like, that next interesting post, or that next dopamine hit. This creates a powerful compulsion to keep checking, to keep scrolling. Then there's FOMO, the fear of missing out. The constant stream of updates from friends, celebrities, and news outlets makes us feel like if we disconnect for even a moment, we'll fall behind or be left out of the loop. We're not just using our devices. In many ways, they are using us. They are designed to exploit our psychological vulnerabilities, leaving us feeling drained, distracted, and fundamentally disconnected from our own lives, from the people right in front of us, and from our own inner peace. We become reactive instead of proactive, constantly responding to external demands rather than our own internal values. This is where Stoicism enters the picture with a game-changing concept: the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most respected Stoic philosophers, put it simply: some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are our own thoughts, judgments, and actions. Outside our power are things like what other people say, the weather, and yes, the algorithms that power our social media feeds. We can't control the fact that Instagram is designed to keep us scrolling. We can't stop the endless stream of notifications from coming in. We can't control what other people post or the outrage of the day. Trying to control these things is a recipe for frustration and anxiety. The Stoic approach is to radically accept what we cannot change and focus all our energy on what we can. Our response: we can't control the notification, but we can control whether we pick up the phone. We can't control the algorithm, but we can control how much time we spend on the app. This simple shift in perspective is incredibly empowering. It moves us from being a victim of technology to being the master of our own attention. It's not about blaming the tech companies. It's about taking radical responsibility for our own mind and our own time. So, how do we put this into practice? How do we apply 2,000-year-old wisdom to our modern digital lives? Let's look at some practical Stoic rituals. First, practice intentional consumption. Before you pick up your phone, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is my intention? Am I seeking information, connection, or just a mindless distraction? Seneca wrote extensively about the importance of valuing our time. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. When we mindlessly scroll, we are wasting our most precious, non-renewable resource. By setting an intention, we turn a reactive habit into a conscious choice. Maybe you decide to check social media for only 15 minutes to connect with friends, and once that time is up, you put the phone away. Second, embrace the idea of a digital Sabbath. The Stoics were big believers in setting aside time for reflection and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote his famous Meditations as a private journal for exactly this purpose: to step back from the chaos of running an empire and reconnect with his own principles. We can do the same. This could be one evening a week, or even just 1 hour a day, where all screens are off. No phone, no laptop, no TV. Use this time to read a book, go for a walk, have a real conversation, or simply sit with your own thoughts. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but this practice helps us prove to ourselves that we can exist and even thrive without constant digital stimulation. It strengthens our willpower muscle and reduces our dependence on external validation. Third, practiced negative visualization, a classic Stoic exercise. Imagine your life without your phone for a day, or without social media for a week. What would you do with that extra time and mental space? This isn't meant to be pessimistic. On the contrary, it helps you appreciate the tools you have when you do use them, and it makes you more mindful of how you're using them. It also prepares you for the inevitable digital frustrations, like a dead battery or a poor internet connection. By mentally rehearsing these scenarios, they lose their power to disrupt your inner peace when they actually happen. You realize that your happiness and well-being are not dependent on your devices. Finally, curate your digital environment like a Stoic would curate their library. Seneca advised reading only the best books from the best authors. We can apply this to our digital intake. Unfollow accounts that make you feel anxious, envious, or angry. Unsubscribe from newsletters you never read. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Every bit of information we consume has an effect on our state of mind. By being ruthless about what we let into our digital space, we protect our attention and our tranquility. It's about choosing quality over quantity, signal over noise. This isn't about isolation. It's about creating a digital world that serves your values and goals, rather than one that undermines them. In the end, the intersection of Stoicism and digital minimalism isn't about rejecting technology. It's about reclaiming our agency. It's about remembering that we are in control of our minds, our attention, and our lives. Our devices are powerful tools, but they should remain just that. Tools. They should serve our purposes, not the other way around. By applying these ancient principles to the dichotomy of control, intentional consumption, and mindful curation, we can break free from the cycle of digital distraction. We can cultivate that inner citadel of calm that the Stoics talked about, a place of tranquility and strength that no algorithm or notification can touch. We can live a more present, focused, and fulfilling life, even in this hyper-connected world. It's not a quick fix, but a lifelong practice of training the mind. So, I challenge you to try one of these Stoic practices this week. Maybe it's a 1-hour digital Sabbath, or maybe it's simply asking why before you unlock your phone. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to try and how it goes. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional life. See you in the next one.